doing today?
Say that over again. Live TV. We got no music like
All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jason Hobbs. I'm here with Jamie Walker and the commissioner of the SIAC, Dr. Anthony Holloman. We are live in Macon, Georgia, here for SIAC Media Day, powered by Georgia Power. Georgia Power.
Good stuff, John.
How you gentlemen doing today?
This is an amazing day. I'm so glad to see so many of you out here, and you always give the SIAC great coverage. So we appreciate it.
Yes, sir. It's good to see you too. Jamie?
Listen, this is a great day for Black college football and just the SIAC in general, man. Just happy to be here. It's a great venue, great day.
Great venue, great day indeed. We'll get into the predicted order of finish. I've seen some people shaking some heads down there, especially at the that green table. So we'll start off with number 13, who is Lane College. Number 12, Morehouse College. 11, Central State. 10, Clark Atlanta. 9, Savannah State. 8, Fort Valley. 7, Miles. 6, Allen. 5, Kentucky State. I'm sorry. And number 4, Albany State. And number 3, Tuskegee. Number 2, Benedict College. And number 1, surprising to me, honestly, Everett Waters.
It wasn't surprising to me, though. It wasn't surprising to me. When you're talking about the way that Edward Waters last year just came on the scene, got a coach right before the season started. Literally, Coach Toriano Morgan was interviewed here. Mm-hmm. I interviewed him. And then all of a sudden, he was the change. So them coming back and him being able to implement a full program is not surprising to me at all.
So, Jamie, one of the things I think about the predicted order of finish, the SIDs and the coaches who vote on that poll, they've been watching film. And so I think they understand that Edward Waters is bringing back a dynamic team. They finished the season on a down note, but I expect them to be really good. But the reality of it is Kentucky State is a veteran team. They won 9 games. Coach Huggins is back for his 3rd or 4th year, so he understands. I did see that some of the new coaches, because people don't know them yet, they didn't get a lot of respect, but they'll have a chance to get on the playing field.
Absolutely. I picked Kentucky State as my number 1 team, mostly because they're bringing that the most important position, quarterback. Denham Johnson's coming back, and he's had 3 full years to play now, and he's bringing back 2 of his top weapons. You know, Jalen Hill went down against Grambling State, and that was their one of their 3 best receivers on that team. So I expect him and Darius Cyprian to come back, and I expect that offense to probably even be better.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
You know, one of the things is the continuity. When the coach gets the players and a chance to implement their systems, you typically get good results. So I will be excited. I expect a very competitive season. You know, Benedict starts the season off with Johnson C. Smith, so we'll learn a lot about them.
Your alma mater.
My alma mater. Early in the season. Albany gets Johnson C. Smith in the Hall of Fame Classic. And so myself and Jackie McWilliams Parker of the CIAA got a little friendly wager.
Okay.
And so I'm hoping that SIAC can reign supreme.
I actually wanted to ask you, what is that opportunity with the Black College Hall of Fame Classic with the NFL Network? What kind of opportunities does that bring?
So that is an amazing partnership. This is the 2nd year of us putting our champions in that game. Mm-hmm. Initially, when I came to the league 4 years ago, we were just hoping to get an opportunity because they had typically gotten SWAC schools and SIAC schools. But you know, they focused on the Division II level. There's been tremendous showcase for our institutions, and now with our champions playing, you know, we hope to generate more excitement.
Absolutely. Now, talk about some of the ins and outs of the conference itself. You handed out a lot of Commissioner Cup trophies and things of that nature. You can see just what they're concentrating on and just exactly what overall, not just football, but what these SIDs, what these ADs are doing in relation to just the conference. Talk about what the next progression of the conference is. I know some things are changing and things of that nature, but just talk about what you want to do as far as progression of either football or just the conference in general.
So, Jamie, our goal is to sponsor sports that interest the students that attend our institutions. So we'll be adding flag football. That'll start in the spring. And so we're excited. I think we have 10 teams that will be participating in flag football. So we have been progressive. This is the second year that we're in indoor track. So we sponsor now 16 championships. So the goal was to be proactive. We are offering championships. The way that we treat our students, I've mentioned that we're partnering with Dr. Jackson, Jamal Jackson, who's the basketball coach at Kentucky State, on a platform that will allow us to ensure that we are servicing the whole student. And so that's my goal, is to understand life in the balance, the Division II motto, and the ethos of the SIAC, Leaders Rise Here. So we're trying to create leaders.
Absolutely. Now, you have several games on ESPN this year. A couple of feature games. You mentioned it in your address. A couple of games on ESPN2 this year, talking about the Red Tails, and that Thursday night game at Tuskegee versus Benedict. Talk about what that coverage does for the conference.
Well, to be on the worldwide leader is tremendous. We're the only Division II conference that has a exclusive deal with ESPN. So they are they hold our rights, and anybody else that we partner have secondary rights. And so we're looking to extend our deal. And so ESPN has been a great partner, but it provides us a platform that's in almost every household that you can imagine. And so we're taking, our institutional brands to the masses.
All right. I actually wanted to ask as well, in the ever-changing landscape of college sports, it seems like they're implementing a new rule every single year to try to get with the eligibility and things of that nature. How are you adjusting to that?
So the reality of it, the only way I think you can adjust is to get a seat at the table so that you can be involved in the discussions. And so I've been very fortunate with my colleagues at the SIAC, SWAC, and the CIAA that we have been involved in the political process. We have been involved with the Protect College Sports Act, the Scores Act, understanding that we have just as much at stake as the Power Four. There may be talking about different dollars, but we're talking about survival. And so we are committed to having a voice and being able to advocate for our member institutions.
Absolutely. Well, Dr. Holloman, thank you so much for giving us your time. You're always gracious with your time and keeping it candid. We appreciate having you.
Thank you guys for being here. And I know that all these young people are waiting to talk to you. And so thank you.
Absolutely. Appreciate you once again.
Yes, sir.
Right. All right.
We'll be right back here. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be bringing you more coverage.
Do you own a business, have a service or product, apparel, entertainment, or food? Would you like to reach an educated client base that are loyal? Then the Urban Passport Business Directory is for you. The Urban Passport is your premier digital discount and media portal with the Urban Digital Television Networks and V108 The Vibe radio properties embedded. Stay connected with the community with the latest news, entertainment, and HBCU sports and culture with the Black College Sports Network. Visit myjbn.com/passport to register your business and sign up for your free app before the August 24th release date. We are the premier digital national urban business directory, always free to the consumer. The Urban Passport, the evolution of the Green Book, and your digital passport to a world of savings.
What? Yeah.
So Yes. Oh, play a commercial bed.
You're looking for the latest information on Southern University sports, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and HBCU athletics. There's only one place to go. Tune in to the Carlos Brown Show, exclusively on the Black College Sports Network.
If you've ever told yourself, I want to get into real estate but don't know where to start, here's something just for you. From Friday, July 31st to Sunday, August 2nd, the Learn Real Estate Fast Masterclass is coming to McKenzie Office Park in College Park. You'll learn wholesaling, commercial investing, and how to purchase property with zero money or credit. I can tell you, education and access are everything. This masterclass is designed to give you both. Whether you're brand new or ready to level up, this is where you start making real moves. Enjoy free lunch, free study materials, and receive a certification of completion. So don't wait. Seats are filling fast. Do not sit on the sidelines while others build wealth. Take that first step toward ownership and legacy. Get your tickets now at learnrealestatefast.com or tickpick.com. For more information, call 678-859-3303. Master the market, build your legacy, secure your future today.
Introducing the
See you, gang. We are all here live, and we're sitting beside Coach Stanley Connor as we're here at SIAC Media Day. Coach, you're here. You brought your guys in from Jackson. Now they're all the way here in Macon, Georgia. You said you would have buttered some jokes, Coach. You said you would have buttered some jokes, but y'all ready to stop these jokes this year.
Oh yeah. But that's how it goes in this game. You take the good with the bad. But I'm okay. That's part of the process. Been in this game a long time. I thought it was important to really build a solid foundation, and I think we did that.
Okay.
Absolutely. When you're talking about building that foundation, you spoke on stage about how that foundation came about, especially not even necessarily the football that you talked about, but the grades and the character that those young men brought. Talk about how you've implemented that and how the football is becoming better.
Well, it starts with that. It's all about your product. You got to get good product, and the most important people in this process are your players. So you got to get good players who think like you think already. That makes for a good match. So you're not trying to sell anything. They understand they're chasing perfection. We're all about at Lane. Our motto is excellent. So you can't receive excellence without chasing perfection. So you looking for those guys with that kind of mindset when you bring them in this kind of setting. Other than that, you're going to have this competition. They have their own way of doing things. I have my way of doing things, and it's got to be the Lane College way.
Absolutely. Now, when you're talking about that Lane College way, for example, I know we discussed early in the interview when we had you on the sit down. You can go back and check that out as well. But when it comes to just all those pieces coming together, you were talking about all of those things finally coming together for a cohesive unit. Talk about how much of that has come together so far.
Well, I think from top to bottom. So much.
Mic check one.
All right, we're back here live. I'm here with Lane College receiver Damari Wallace and linebacker Maxwell Lewis. How you guys doing today?
Doing all right. How you doing?
I'm good, man. So I want to ask you. Rough season last year, but what's the difference in the energy in the locker room this year so far?
Well, I can say the difference in the energy. Everybody has high energy this year. All the players that we had come in new. They bring in high energy, high intensity, and the vibes are great right now. Everybody looking forward to changing the culture. We don't want the same outcome. We coming to prove a lot of people wrong. So everybody just got that mindset on winning.
I could definitely piggyback off my boy. Yeah, we definitely came ready to work. We got a stronger mindset of in the weight room. We got to take the weight room serious. We got to take the small things more serious because the small things, it's a big deal for us. and we don't want the same outcome as last season.
How's it been getting adjusted to a new coaching staff, or just getting introduced to a new system? How's that been?
It's been pretty easy. They're making it easy for us to adjust to who they are. They've been helping us adjust by just, staying on us all the time, making sure we understand what's going on and what their goal is so we can understand and complete that goal for this season.
What I can say about this new coaching staff, they're definitely more about family. Like, we're not just players to them. They make us feel like family. When we need something, we can talk to them, and they definitely look out for us.
Who's had the biggest impact on you guys individually with this new staff, if you had to say?
Who I would definitely say Coach Carter. He's been here throughout most of my journey. He's very level, like he sees eye to eye with things that we have on campus and things like that. But yeah, definitely Coach Carter.
I'd say Coach Connor for me. All the coaches have been there for me though, but Coach Connor, he always reaches out, making sure I'm okay, making sure everything's taken care of, that I need taken care of, and he just makes sure I'm all right.
So we're gonna do something a little different that they don't usually do on the network. We're gonna do a start bench cut. They hard. I'm not gonna lie. This comes up. All of them are in their prime. I'm gonna put that out there.
Okay.
Start bench cut. Julio Jones. See already. Antonio Brown. Larry Fitzgerald.
I'm gonna start Julio.
Thank you.
I'm gonna bench Antonio. And I'm gonna cut Larry.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. That's just my preference. That's just my preference. I don't know.
I might go the same. I might start Julio, bench Antonio, and cut Larry. I picked Julio starting because he's just a dog, like ball hawk. He'll get up there and get that. That's why I start Julio for sure.
All right, now we're gonna do one more. Keep 4, cut 4. Random tiers of quarterback. So you don't know who's next. I'm not gonna give. It's gonna be random. All right. Baker Mayfield.
Cut.
Easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut too. I'm gonna cut.
Drew Brees.
I'm gonna keep Drew Brees.
I feel like I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna cut him.
Oh. All right. Matthew Stafford.
I'm gonna
keep Matthew Stafford too.
All right. Phillip Rivers.
I'm gonna cut him.
I'm gonna cut him too, man. I'm gonna cut him.
Eli Manning.
Keep.
Cut.
Keep. No, keep. Keep. For sure, keep.
All right. Ryan Fitzpatrick. I'm trying to keep up with how many cuts you got.
I think I got
3 cuts. I got 3 cuts on that.
Oh, damn.
I got 3 too.
I might cut him. I'm gonna cut him.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my last cut on him too.
All right. So y'all are keeping. Y'all lucked out, really. Y'all keeping Matt Ryan, Tom Brady.
Oh yeah.
And that's all of my numbers.
There we go.
Yeah. So y'all lucked out. Y'all did pretty well. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining me, man. I look forward to watching y'all throughout the season, man. And good luck.
Yeah, appreciate you having us.
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back with more coverage.
For over 30 years, HBCU Image has been more than just an apparel store. We've been a movement, a statement, a legacy. We celebrate the pride, the purpose, and the culture that make historically black colleges and universities legendary. Whether you're a student or a lifelong supporter, our gear lets you wear your HBCU story with confidence and style. Because when you wear HBCU Image, you're not just wearing clothes. You're wearing culture. You're wearing pride. You're wearing purpose. HBCU
Have you ever
image.
told yourself, I want to get into real estate but don't know where to start? Here's something just for you. From Friday, July 31st to Sunday, August 2nd, the Learn Real Estate Fast Masterclass is coming to McKenzie Office Park in College Park. You'll learn wholesaling, commercial investing, and how to purchase property with zero money or credit. I can tell you, education and access are everything. This masterclass is designed to give you both. Whether you're brand new or ready to level up, this is where you start making real moves. Enjoy free lunch, free study materials, and receive a certification of completion. So don't wait. Seats are filling fast. Do not sit on the sidelines while others build wealth. Take that first step toward ownership and legacy. Get your tickets now at learnrealestatefast.com or tickpick.com. For more information, call 678-859-3303. Master the market, build your legacy, secure your future today.
This is the Dean of the College of HBCU Sports, Kenyatta Cavill of Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Come mix it up in the lab where the course lecture is in session every Tuesday from 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook Live, YouTube Spreaker, or the BCSN app, as we discuss all things about the HBCU sports culture, including exploring the week that was in the sporting HBCU diaspora, as well as the upcoming week of HBCU sports. With me, the Dean, the College of
Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are back live here at SIAC Media Day. It's the SIAC Sit Down along with JustJahSports, Black College Sports Network, HBCU Game Day. It's a lot of us all in one spot for a sit-down interview. Real quick on Media Day, we are joined by Coach Sherrod, head Maroon Tiger. We're here at Media Day. How did you enjoy your first SIAC Media Day?
I enjoyed it. It was a great opportunity, a great experience for me and for my players. It's actually my very first media day that I actually be able to do. So it was a great experience for me.
All right, well, we're glad to have you here now. Those preseason rankings came out. I don't know how excited you were about that preseason ranking, but how do you feel? They had Morehouse slotted at 12.
Well, predictions, they just tell, like I said earlier, just tell where people think we are right now and really what they think of Morehouse football. So it's our job to go out there and change that perception. And it's about how we work, how we stack days, how disciplined we are. And we'll do those things throughout the preseason. I think we might, upset that prediction.
All right. Now, absolutely. Now, you ran some camps the last few days. Yeah. How has that been as far as identifying talent around the area and just interest in Morehouse in general?
It's actually been really good. We had like 175 kids there at our camp. We had some prospects show up that we're really happy about that, and showing interest in our college. So it was a great experience just to get those kids from the local areas, get them on our campus, show them what we're about, show them who we're about, what type of coaches I have. So that was a good experience and a good opportunity for us to showcase our brand.
Absolutely. Now, what has been the hardest transition coming up from Texas, coming down to Atlanta? I know we talked and that interview is coming out tonight, but transitioning even after that first transition, what has been, I guess, the hardest part of getting adjusted to the area?
Well, it's definitely not the heat.
Right.
Texas heat is by itself, but just the overall, the city's been great. And getting just being in such a large and being downtown or where we are. This is probably the largest city that I've been in, and the eyes that are on us too. That's a big transition for us. So, but I like that. It's an excitement part of the job. And I want that. And I want it for my players. So we're excited about that. It's been the hardest transition, but really, I'm excited about getting our players back on campus. We have a few on campus right now, and so we can get those guys back when we start up on the 3rd. They report on the 3rd. We start on the 5th. I'm excited about getting them back.
What's the first thing you want to implement when it comes to having a full squad? I mean, whether it be culturally or physically.
Well, the biggest thing for us is to make sure that, as I said earlier, that our kids love each other and play for each other, right? We all want players that love to play the game, right? And I talked to a buddy the other day. He said, did you like getting hit in the back of the head when you played? I said, no. He said, what's there to love about that, right? But he said, but if you find guys that love to play for each other and love the team, then you can go a long way. And that's what I really want these guys to understand, that you'll go through a lot of stuff together as teammates, and that builds a bond. And I want to create that. I want to create that on our team. And so we do that. We play hard for each other and love each other, and we'll play well.
All right. Well, Coach, we had a lot of talking points with you. We want to let everybody know that your interview will be coming out tonight on HBCU Game Day at 5 p.m. We'll have a sit-down with Coach Sherrod on HBCU Game Day. Be sure to check us out. Now, we don't want to give away too much what we said in the interview, so how about you tell us about some of the youngsters that you brought along with you today at Media Day? Who's going to come and sit up here and talk to Just Ja next on this interview portion?
Well, I first want to make sure Zach Underwood, I got his name this time. Zach he's our outside linebacker defensive end. And he was such a great help to me when I first got there because I lost my strength coach. And he and I kind of sat together. He kind of helped me run the strength program through the whole season. So Zach has been such a great leader. And really the good teams are player-led. And he did that for me, and I really appreciate that. I also have Miles Scott here, our quarterback, and I have Eric Stevens here. And I just think these guys can do a great job with the leadership that they've shown, and not just so much the talent, but the leadership that they've shown since I got here.
All right. Yeah. Well, you have it. We'll have them show up in a second, and they'll talk to Just Ja on sports as we get ready for part 2 of this sit-down on SIAC Media Day.
Do you own a business, have a service or product, apparel, entertainment, or food? Would you like to reach an educated client base that are loyal? Then the Urban Passport Business Directory is for you. The Urban Passport is your premier digital discount and media portal with the Urban Digital Television Networks and V108 The Vibe radio properties embedded. Stay connected with the community with the latest news, entertainment, and HBCU sports and culture with the Black College Sports Network. Visit myjbn.com/passport to register your business and sign up for your free app before the August 24th release date. We are the premier digital national urban business directory, always free to the consumer. The Urban Passport, the evolution of the Green Book, and your digital passport to a world of savings.
Welcome back to SIAC Media Day. My name is Jason Hobbs. I'm here with the Morehouse Maroon Tigers. Zachary Stevens. Eric Stevens. Miles Scott. And Zach Underwood. Underwood, you were selected all SIAC first team, preseason all SIAC first team. So what can you say that talks to your work ethic? How does that speak to your work ethic?
It shows that it's relentless. I'm there for my guys. I love my team. That's one thing about me. I love my team. I wish I could put that whole team on the. I'm blessed to have that recognition, but I wish I could put my whole team. I wish it said Morehouse there, not Zach. That's really how I feel towards my team, and I feel towards the guys, because when I put in hard work, they're like, okay, if he can do it, I can do it, and it shows that kind of grit that they're starting to bring.
All right, for you guys, Morehouse had a very high-powered offense last year, and it brought you the single-season passing record for the school. So what can you say? How is that moving over into a new coaching staff and trying to pick up a new system? How is that process going?
I would say having a new coaching staff and a new system is honestly something that I've been used to. This is my 4th new system that I've been in since I've been at Morehouse. So obviously it's not something that's easy, but it's something that, I'm familiar with, and something I want to, work and learn all the plays, learn what the coaches want from me, learn the offensive line play, running back play, receiver play, so we can all be on the same page and, excel as an offense.
Well, for me, I just want to say Miles Scott, he works so hard on the field and off the field. He's an amazing person. He's an amazing role model, leader on the team. We're saying that. I just feel like me and Miles on the field, our connection, it might look natural on the game day, but it really just trickles back to the work we put in on practice, after practice, just getting extra reps, working on our timing and just getting an understanding. We're always communicating with each other. So I think that's why we're always on the same page to come game day. And I'm just excited for him during this season, this next up and coming season. And I'm just glad he's the one throwing me the ball.
I have another question from Miles. You're now one of the longest tenure quarterbacks in this conference. Do you feel let me choose a different question. How have you stepped up more into a leadership role now that you're, pretty much the veteran in the locker room?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I'm the veteran now. I just remember being a freshman trying to make my way, but I think a way that I can, be more of a leader is be more of a vocal leader. Coming in, I'm somebody who's quiet, reserved. I like to lead by example and show my guys the way by my play, but now I have to be, more vocal. If somebody's slacking, pick them up. If somebody's down, pick them up too. I feel like everybody isn't gonna get led the same way. Somebody might need, somebody to get on their behind or somebody to, just have a side conversation with them. So I'm willing to do all those things.
I'm gonna get these last two segments and I'm gonna let you guys go. First, we're gonna start with start, bench, cut. I'm gonna do the offensive guys first, then I'll get you on the defense. All right. Start, bench, cut. Julio Jones, Antonio Brown, Larry Fitzgerald, all in their prime.
Nah, but you're a receiver, bro.
What is it? Julio Jones. Who else?
Antonio Brown and Larry Fitzgerald.
Oh, my goodness. All right. I'm going to have to cut Larry Fitzgerald.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm going to bench Antonio Brown, and I'm going to start Julio.
Why? Everybody has cut Larry Fitz so far. So why do you think that is?
I don't know. He's really an underrated guy. I know he's a really great player and everything, but I just think Antonio Brown and Julio Jones, those guys separate themselves way more, in my opinion.
Okay. Quarterback.
I probably agree with Eric. I'd probably say start Julio, bench AB, and cut Larry Fitzgerald.
I'm glad we're all in agreement about Julio. That's my main.
But I don't know, because Antonio Brown was like, if I'm not mistaken, I think that he had more longevity than Julio Jones as far as stats wise. But I think when Julio Jones was in his prime, he made more of he was a difference maker on the field. Like he was 6'3", 220, like moving 4'3". You can't do nothing with him.
That's fair. All right. I got one for you. We're going James Harrison, TJ Watt, Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald, Watt, and then I'm cutting. Who's the first one you said?
James Harrison.
Yeah, I'm cutting James Harrison.
Why are you cutting James Harrison?
I just like the other two guys more. I resonate with their film more.
Fair enough. All right, now I'm doing the keep for, cut for, but you guys all have to collaborate on this. Y'all got to come to an agreement. Jahmyr Gibbs.
I'm from Bama. I'm gonna keep him. What do y'all say? Yeah, we're keeping.
All right. Tony Pollard.
Cut. We got Jahmyr.
Bijan Robinson.
Keep.
Christian McCaffrey.
I'll keep.
So that's 3 keeps already. Let me see. James Cook.
Cut.
Y'all cut it, James?
Cut. He's good.
So y'all gonna keep that last keep just in case? All right. Saquon Barkley.
Keep.
All right, so your last cut, Derrick Henry.
Can I trade him for CMC?
There's no trades, y'all.
No. True. I'll trade him for CMC.
You'll trade him for CMC.
But what y'all say?
I like CMC better than Derrick.
We'll keep CMC. We'll keep CMC.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. Thank you guys for joining me, man. It's been a pleasure. We'll be right back.
This is Brian Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
You're looking for the latest information on Southern University sports, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and HBCU athletics. There's only one place to go. Tune in to the Carlos Brown Show, exclusively on the Black College Sports Network.
This is the Dean of the College of HBCU Sports, Kenyatta Cavill of Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike.
Hello, it is the SIAC Sit Down, a special edition with JustJahSports, BCSN, and HBCU Game Day. I am Slider Sports Guy, and I'm surrounded by Phi Beta Sigma. I don't even know how to act.
Fraternity Incorporated.
We are here with the one and only head coach, the head Wildcat, who's no longer serving any milk. The one and only Coach Marlon Watson.
You got it right.
I got it right.
Let's go.
I put the accent on this time. Coach, how you doing? We're gonna get right into it. Media day, second media day. The rankings came out, Coach. They had you ranked a little bit lower than you anticipated, Coach. How you feel about that?
You know what? And my player said it respectfully. I'm gonna keep it cool.
Okay.
But all in here, I'm bubbling a little bit. But again, that's expected. You know, we haven't been in this thing since 2016, or won the championship in 2016. Haven't been in it since 2017. But you know, just understanding that we beat two of those teams last year that's ranked ahead of us, and we played 5 teams last year that were ranked in the top 25 at some point and stayed with those teams. And so, you know, it is what it is. We're gonna go from there. But as a coach, it means nothing but bulletin board material for these players.
There you go. There you go. Now coming out here. What went into your decision when you chose the guys you brought out here? What went to the decision? How did you choose those guys that you decided to bring?
Since the spring, these guys have stood out as leaders. That's something that we didn't have last year. So I challenged these guys coming back in January. You know, we need to have leaders out there. The coaches can't always say, you know, what this team needs. It has to be the players to step up and do that. And these 3 of our guys that we're looking for this year to do some great things for us. They're upperclassmen right now, and we have one graduate in Cam Ray who's going to lead the offensive line. Omarion LaRoche is going to lead that defensive line, and then we got JT Pendleton, who should be an all-conference player without a problem, and All-American, if not that, this next year. And so it was an easy pick with these guys, and I could have picked at least 10, 15 more on our team right now to come out here.
Absolutely. When it comes to just you in general, we had the interview with you, one of our earlier sit downs, and you talked about mental health when it came to it. It was one of the most viral clips that we have had.
Yes, sir.
Because I think they care so much about it. But I want to transition to the physical and mentality when it comes to this ball club. When you set out on the field this year, are you all ready? Because it said no more milk. No more milk.
Yeah. And
are you all ready?
And that's going to ring through the entire SIAC. You know, people are going to understand what that means by the time we get to that championship game in November. And you're going to see that difference. We're not waiting on any player anymore to catch up to us. I mean, to pull these guys, they're going to have to catch up to us. And so that physicality, it started, you know, after the last game. That physicality started in the weight room. These guys on campus running for the summer. Our strength and conditioning coordinator, Alex Jones, does a great job with them. Our coaches that we brought in are doing a phenomenal job of setting that mentality. But it's going to be echoed throughout the entire SIAC. No more milk.
Absolutely. What has been the biggest transition that you have had as a coach from year 1 to year 2, putting on the big boy pants?
Yeah, I'm not a rookie anymore. That veteran status. I went from one of the youngest in SIAC to the oldest in the state of Georgia right now in the SIAC. And so that comes with more responsibility. That comes with a higher standard. And so, you know, I'm fully equipped for that. This team is going to be fully equipped for that. And so what I've learned is, hey, you know, be a little bit more patient, you know, and understanding my role not only in Fort Valley State University, but the SIAC as a whole.
All right. Well, look, we're going to have the players come up with Just Ja. It is always a pleasure to talk to man of the Blue Fire crew.
You know.
You know. Listen, I was just telling him.
You can know, man.
You can know. You too can know what it's like.
You too. I was popular in school.
See you there. We go there. Look, another one right there. Willie Satellite Totten. Another man. See, there you go. We're going to bring on the players. We're going to take a break here from Macon, Tubman Museum, here for SIAC Media Day.
Do you own a business, have a service or product, apparel, entertainment, or food? Would you like to reach an educated client base that are loyal? Then the Urban Passport Business Directory is for you. The Urban Passport is your premier digital discount and media portal with the Urban Digital Television Networks and V108 The Vibe radio properties embedded. Stay connected with the community with the latest news, entertainment, and HBCU sports and culture with the Black College Sports Network. Visit myjbn.com/passport to register your business and sign up for your free app before the August 24th release date. We are the premier digital national urban business directory, always free to the consumer. The Urban Passport, the evolution of the Green Book and your digital passport to a world of savings.
Welcome back to Macon, Georgia. We're here live at SIAC Media Day. I'm here with the Fort Valley State Wildcats, Omarion LaRoche, JT Pendleton, and Cameron Ray. How you guys doing today?
Doing good. We're doing good.
You guys had finished season 4-6 last year. How would you guys rate your season?
Last year was like a stepping stone for us. I feel like it was like a stepping stone. We had some downfall. Last year was last year, basically. We're gonna put that in the past, and we just been working the summer to get better.
Last year? I say last year we was in our games due to talent. We just couldn't finish. If you go back and look at the actual box score, we was up on ranked teams. But yeah, that was last year. Sorry I said that was last year. This year gonna be a whole lot better. Gonna be a whole different turn, whole different program, and I'm just excited.
Yeah, piggybacking off what they said, last year was just based off last year, and to move on forward, we just got to be more consistent and do what we do.
So what's the mindset going to this season? You guys actually have a pretty good schedule. I think you were picked to finish 8th. Does that affect you guys in any way, or is it just?
It's disrespectful to us to be ranked number 8, and some of these teams ain't beat us in years. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, we don't look at that. We're just gonna play football, put the ball down. We're gonna come and play.
All I can say is we're not finishing 8th. That's real disrespectful. I ain't gonna talk on it too much, but we're not finishing 8th.
What Karen Ray said, we're not finishing 8th. That's all I gotta say.
So where do you guys see yourself come November when it's time to see who's in that championship game?
I see us top of the bunch with all the talent that we just brought in, recruits, how we worked this summer. We built chemistry, brotherhood. I feel like we'll be top of the bunch.
I'm gonna say we're gonna shock a lot of people. I'm gonna say we're gonna make a run and we're gonna put Fort Valley back on the map. We didn't ever lose. I don't know what the shift was from last year, this year, according to rankings. We never lost it, but I say we're gonna put Fort Valley back on the map.
I feel like this year gonna be special. I just feel it, and a little special feeling that I ain't never had before. I feel like this is gonna be one of them ones.
All right, I'm gonna do one more segment with you guys, and I'm gonna get y'all out of here. I'm gonna do start, bench, cut, and keep for, cut for. All right, so start, bench, cut: Antonio Gates, Tony Gonzalez, Shannon Sharp.
We keep it Shannon Sharp. We gotta keep Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He from Savannah.
Yeah, we keep
fair enough.
He from Savannah. We keeping Shannon. What? Tony. Ooh.
Can't disrespect Tony G.
Out of HBCU though, I'm keeping Shannon Sharp in that lineup. I don't know if should I start him, bench him, but he's staying. He's not getting cut. I gotta bench Tony.
We might bench Tony. You benching Tony? I know that sounds crazy, but
We benching Tony and we cutting Gates.
That's crazy.
All right, I left it over there. I'm gonna do one more start bench cut, then I'm gonna get y'all out of here. LaDainian Tomlinson, Adrian Peterson, Derrick Henry. All in their primes.
Who's the person who said?
LaDainian Tomlinson. LT,
Derrick Henry, and what was the last one?
Derrick and Adrian Peterson.
I'm AP.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Forget what they talking about. I'm from Mobile, Alabama. You know who I'm starting and cutting. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. That's a hard one, but I love LT, but I'm gonna have to do it though. Cut
That
LT.
sounds crazy.
I'm not cutting Derrick. You crazy? We're not cutting Derrick. He's crazy.
Derrick Henry.
Nobody.
That's what I'm saying. We're benching him.
Bro, he's a guy. He's a guy. He's a guy.
Anybody else in this room 6'3", they not getting tackled. You got to cut Derrick.
Bump what he talking about, man. You heard it from us live. Thank you.
All right. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with some more coverage. Thank you for watching the SIAC Media Day.
Do you own a business, have a service or product, apparel, entertainment, or food? Would you like to reach an educated client base that are loyal? Then the Urban Passport Business Directory is for you. The Urban Passport is your premier digital discount and media portal with the Urban Digital Television Networks and V108 The Vibe radio properties embedded. Stay connected with the community with the latest news, entertainment, and HBCU sports and culture with the Black College Sports Network. Visit myjbn.com/passport to register your business and sign up for your free app before the August 24th release date. We are the premier digital national urban business directory, always free to the consumer. The Urban Passport, the evolution of the Green Book, and your digital passport to a world of savings.
Welcome. We are here at SIAC Media Day. It's a joint venture today. We have JustJahSports along with the SIAC Sit Down, Black College Sports Network, and HBCU Game Day. We can only afford one camera, so there you go. That's why we got it. But we are joined by the head Yellow Jacket, the one and only. What did the P stand for?
It stands for power.
Cedric Pearl, the head coach of Allen University. Coach Pearl, glad to have you here at Media Day, second year at Media Day. Now, you came up, they had you rated kind of in the middle. Now, how do you feel about that preseason ranking, Coach?
I feel okay, actually. You know, it doesn't bother us at all. It's just an opinion. Last year, they had us 9th preseason.
Mm-hmm.
We finished 4th. So this year, they got us 6th. One thing I do know, you got to play the game played on the field.
There you go, game
So
played on the field.
that's the main thing. So I don't really worry about get caught up in the preseason poll.
All right, now, Coach, you had a few losses. You lost a couple of players. You lost an all-conference player, conference player of the year.
Yeah.
You lost the all-conference guy. But how did you go about? Did you fill in the gaps, Coach? That's what the world want to know.
Yes, we filled in the gaps. We went out recruiting our coaching staff. We brought in a quarterback that we signed out of junior college, and we signed another couple of running backs. And as always, our theme, we brought in more linemen.
There you go. Hey, you got some big fellas up there on that line.
Now, talk about how or what the summer in this program will be. Now, we talked to you earlier on at the sit down when we were in Atlanta. But now that you have everything's kind of adjusted in jail, talk about how the program has been and what will be your focus as everyone comes into camp.
Well, our focus is, just like you said, with this new age, with the transfer portal, first thing you got to do is establish that chemistry, get the team in jail, get everybody to understand and know each other. So that's big, and number one, that chemistry. But getting everybody on the same page, like we always talked about Pearl Vision, getting everybody going in the same direction. So that's the main thing we want to focus on when everybody get there on the 28th.
And when the players or the players that you have kind of implemented, have they bought into what that Pearl vision is and what you've identified as what you want?
Yes, they have. Yes, they have. These guys, Chance mentioned it earlier. A lot of these guys came in as a freshman with me my first year. We went 2-8, and last year we improved to 6-5. So these guys are understanding, and they're growing with the culture that we established.
And establishing that culture at the end of the season, big victory in that championship game. Talk about just how impactful that game was.
Well, that's always impactful. You always want to win the last game of the season. When I first started coaching, that was the first thing Haney Catches taught me. You always want to win the last game of the season because if you're in the championship or whatever the last game is, you want to win it. And we finished the season out on a good note coming into this year. So just like I told the kids, I don't know when the last time Allen lost a game. So that's what we focused on.
Absolutely. Now, before we bring Ja on, talk about the three players that will be talked about coming in.
The three young men that we have, our all-conference center, Chance Bush, our all-conference tight end, Michael Bowman, and my other all-conference offensive lineman, Cyrus Craft. He's a graduate student also.
All right. Well, Coach Pearl, it's always a pleasure talking to you here on the sit-down HBCU Game Day. All the elements here today. It's always a pleasure talking to you. You bring great energy. Absolutely.
Thank you.
We'll take a break here from Macon here on SIAC Media Day.
Football fans, HBCU football is back in the ATL on August 29th with the Cricket MEAC SWAC Challenge Kickoff presented by Toyota, representing the SWAC, Alabama A&M, and representing the MEAC, Howard, Bulldogs, Bison, the Marching Maroon and White, the Showtime Marching Band, the premier FCS matchup in primetime with a kickoff trophy up for grabs. Join us pre-game for band jamborees, food, activations, and fellowship. For tickets and information, visit MEACSWACChallenge.com.
Welcome back to Macon, Georgia. We are live here at SIAC Media Day. I'm here with the Allen University Yellow Jackets with Michael Bowman, Chance Bush, and Cyrus Craft. How you guys doing today?
Doing good.
How about you? Pretty good, man. I can't complain. First day. I appreciate that. So, last season Allen finished on a high note, and you actually had Coach Pearl's highest scoring offense of his head coach career. So, how did that come to be?
I'm just gonna be honest and be real and be 100%. Us right here and our starting five, we really just started in the trenches. Every game, waking up, every single play, getting our hands down to dirt, just knowing that like every single play that we're gonna have to dominate our opponents. And as you can see, last year we did that. We had the SIAC Player of the Year, Fabian Dunk as our running back. I mean, no disrespect, he couldn't done it by himself. That you want to watch the game, you can watch our Clark Leonard game last year. He had how many carries he had? 46 carries in one game, and we dropped 52 points, something like that. But yeah, I feel like the starting five really just the main reason why we got it up there.
So like how you was saying, like the front five plus tight end, like we call it vision. You know what I'm saying? Like we set the tone. You know what I'm saying? So when we there, we're gonna handle business. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's just that for real. Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's an honor that we was the best offense Coach Pearl had. I know he's been coached for probably like 30 plus years. Led some offenses to conference championship. So it's an honor.
Okay. So I want to ask, how's the locker room been? I know you guys lost some very important positions on the offensive side of the ball. So how has it been integrating the new folks into the system?
It's been a challenge. I can't lie. It's like any other team when they have new players coming in, but the new guys that we coming in, they are very responsible, very diligent. They really want to come in and work. We actually got some people on our team that actually wanted to come out, that actually wanted to play football, that love the sport, that love the game, and that right by itself, just having that heart, it just does a big part for us. Because if you have the heart, you already rocking with us.
Yeah, some people definitely left, but they ain't making no changes. They ain't stopping nothing, because this train gonna keep moving. It's gonna keep flowing, you know what I'm saying? The vision gonna keep doing its thing, you know what I'm saying? That's respectful.
Yeah, it's been a little challenge, but I feel like it's our job up front because we have the most returners position-wise on our team as the O-line. We have the most returners. So I feel like it's our job to bring everybody together and get our chemistry up as a team.
All right. Do one more segment with y'all, and I'll get y'all out of here. Start, bench, cut.
Good.
It's linebackers. I know y'all O-line offense, but linebackers. Ray Lewis. I'm tripping. Whoa. Oh my gosh. That's so disrespectful. I'm sorry, Ray. Luke Kuechly.
Okay.
Patrick Willis.
Starting Ray, Richie Lou, and who's the last guy? You say what's the last name you said?
Patrick Willis.
Yeah, cut Patrick Willis.
That's a Hall of Famer, right?
I like Ray Lewis and Luke Kuechly over me.
Yeah, I ain't gonna flex. I'm definitely going Ray, Luke, and I'm cutting what's his name?
Patrick Willis. Oh my
Patrick
God.
Willis. Yeah, my fault, Patrick Willis.
No disrespect at all. I know my game. I know my area.
All right, I'm going to definitely start Luke Kuechly because I grew up a diehard Panthers fan. I'm a bench Ray Lewis, and I'm going to cut Patrick Willis.
I feel like that's super disrespectful. I'm not going to lie to you.
No disrespect at all. No disrespect.
All right, we're going to do one more start, bench, cut. This for you because you're a tight end.
Okay, word.
Antonio Gates, Shannon Sharp, Tony Gonzalez.
Ooh. I'm gonna start Tony Gonzalez, bench Shannon Sharp, and cut Antonio Gates.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
It is.
Say the names again. Shannon Sharp, Tony Gonzalez, Antonio Gates.
All right, I'm going Shannon Sharp. I'm benching Antonio Gates.
Oh,
I know, bro.
That's crazy.
I know.
Tony?
I got to. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I see my lineup. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to start Antonio Gates because he was in my era a little bit growing up. Bench Tony Gonzalez because I saw like the little end of his career. And, yeah, cut Shannon Sharp.
I don't know. Some of these lineups I'm not really sure about, man. I know, but cutting Tony G, the all-time tight end receiving leader.
Tony G, cut. I gotta respect it though. Gotta respect it.
All right, we'll be right back. Thank you guys for joining me, man. It's been a pleasure, man. I
Thank
can't
you.
wait to watch y'all this season. Seriously,
Thank you.
man. We'll be right back with more coverage here on the Black College Sports Network.
Do you own a business, have a service or product, apparel, entertainment, or food? Would you like to reach an educated client base that are loyal? Then the Urban Passport Business Directory is for you. The Urban Passport is your premier digital discount and media portal with the Urban Digital Television Networks and V108 The Vibe radio properties embedded. Stay connected with the community with the latest news, entertainment, and HBCU sports and culture with the Black College Sports Network. Visit myjbn.com/passport to register your business and sign up for your free app before the August 24th release date. We are the premier digital national urban business directory, always free to the consumer. The Urban Passport, the evolution of the Green Book, and your digital passport to a world of savings.
Welcome. We're here on the SIAC sit down, but this week is a combined edition. We have JustJahSports with us, Black College Sports Network, along with HBCU Game Day, and we're here at the SIAC Media Day, Football Media Day, and now we have the head Golden Tiger.
You better get it right.
You know, because I said red one time when it was supposed to be crimson. I know they got mad at me on the interview, but they let me know.
Oh, yeah.
They let me know. But we have Aaron James. Aaron James here. We're here live at Media Day. Now, Coach, question we want to ask you now. We saw the rankings come out. Now, last year you were snake bit. Well, you got a lot of people was injured, and the season ain't go the way we thought it would. But this year's high expectations when it comes to this, when they're setting up the preseason rankings. Now, how do you feel when you see those high expectations out there, Coach?
Rankings are rankings. They just numbers. Like I say, it's people voting on what they see, how they expect us to to end. So we going into the season just, looking at, like I said, looking through the windshield, not the review. So it's gonna be exciting to see.
All right, should be exciting, man. It's always great brand of football down there in Tuskegee. You guys are going to play in some big-time games. How do you get your team up to playing these type of games? You're going to start off, y'all going to play in Mobile, y'all do the Turkey Day Classic. How do you get these teams just ready to play in these big-time classics that you play every year?
I mean, each game is just a game for us. I mean, we're not going to listen to the outside noise, even though, it's a classic. And for me personally, I don't like all the pregame stuff with all the banquets and stuff, to try to get your mind unfocused. But we're going to be locked in and tuned in and ready to go. And like I said, we're going to treat each game as just taking care of who's ever the opponent on their schedule for that week. So it's just one game at a time.
And speaking of opponents, I was at SIAC Media Day representing the SIAC sit down because they played 10 games against the SWAC this year. And talk about actually head coach T.C. Taylor of Jackson State sang your praises. Talk about that relationship and talk about playing an opponent like that, what that does for your ball club.
But T.C. Taylor, that's my guy. We've been friends for a minute. We going into it's another football game for us. We know that it's the SWAC, FCS. We get it. But, we just going to go in and compete. And whatever happened at the end, hopefully we will come out of the game healthy. And then, going into our conference play. But it's good for both programs, both historic programs, a lot of history between the two. And so it's going to be a good competition.
How the players feel about it?
But they feel good. Like I say, and like I tell them, it don't matter who you line up against. Let's go ahead and strap up and get this thing rolling.
Now, pick the finish in the upper half of the SIAC this year. What needs to happen for you to be in the number one spot at the end of the year?
We're going to have to offensively run the ball. We got to run the ball better this season, and we got to get in the end zone. Red zone for us this past season was not good. We didn't get in the box on the ground too much last year, so we got to be able to run the ball.
All right, introduce your players that's coming up with Just Ja. They'll have to come up now. We're going to switch it in a second, but you introduce who you brought.
I got Elijah Hall, all-conference receiver. He's a redshirt sophomore, and I got defensive lineman Ezekiel Moore. He's a senior.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we're going to take a break here from Macon. We're going to bring up the players next from Tuskegee here at the SIAC sit-down in collaboration with everybody else.
Football fans, HBCU football is back in the ATL on August 29th with the Cricket MEAC SWAC Challenge Kickoff presented by Toyota, representing the SWAC, Alabama A&M, and representing the MEAC, Howard, Bulldogs, Bison, the Marching Maroon and White, the Showtime Marching Band, the premier FCS matchup in primetime with a kickoff trophy up for grabs. Join us pre-game for band jamborees, food, activations, and fellowship. For tickets and information, visit MEACSWACChallenge.com.
Welcome back to Macon, Georgia. We're here live at SIAC Media Day. I'm joined by the Tuskegee Golden Tigers, EJ Hall and Ezekiel Moore. I'm so sorry. No, you're fine. But yeah, so talk about EJ. You established yourself as one of the best playmakers in the conference already. So, what do you think went into that?
I say most of my work ethic. I do try to be in and out the facility a lot. I try to work more after hours, and I try to perfect my craft a lot all the time.
The team finished the season on a high note, and so how are you guys carrying that energy into this season?
We're really trying to come into this season with more of a dominant mindset, keep our foot on the gas pedal, and finish out games. Last year, it was more so of one or the other, where we'll choose a half to be dominant. If we could be dominant for a full 4 quarters, it'd be scary.
The same question.
Oh, what was the question again? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. So you guys kind of finished on a high note after defeating Miles and Legion Field. How are you trying to carry that energy on how you finished last season in Michigan?
Really, man, just build off of it. As just being dominant. Knowing what our task is. just kind of just, hey, look, we know that we can win, and we just need to just come together and just be able to put everything together so that we can start from the first game of the season, which is West Alabama. So, yeah, man.
Actually, I want you guys to speak to that. How does it feel being the team that has 2 nationally televised games? What does that do for you guys?
Well, I think it's very exciting. It can be, it can have pros and cons to it. You can kind of like get out of character, or you can kind of work yourself up and then not play too good or whatnot. But I think it's very exciting for me because it's like it's a dream come true. Being able to play on national televised as a game, and it's just pretty cool, man. Just having a dream of wanting to play on ESPN ever since I was little. So I think it's just pretty cool, and I think we should set the tone. First game of the season.
Yeah, I like any game where we coming in as an underdog, playing on that big stage like that. That's the games that we live for real as a child, being on TV like that. You want to come in and put your name out there, make a big play in front of that big crowd in that stadium, man. It feel different.
So how is the locker room going into this season? You guys are actually very high. You've been picked to finish 3rd in the SIAC. So how does that translate to the locker room? How is you guys feeling right now?
Yeah, we're gonna try to keep that standard high at all times anyways, but I want to see number 1 on that board. Yeah, they got it listed at 3, that's high, but in the end, the goal is championship. So as us two coming here to represent our team, we got to go back and preach to the locker room like, yeah, we finna try to go take it all.
Yeah, man, just being like in the 3rd as far as in the SIAC racing, I think we just need to get back to a rich tradition of winning, man. I think Tuskegee been down for a while, but I think it's time for us to bring Tuskegee back on top, and and just play that winning football that Tuskegee and all the fans know. So that's just the biggest thing right now. Like EJ said, go back and preach to the guys and harp on. Hey, look, let's go take it all. Let's be dominant. Let's go take what's ours. Yeah.
All right, we're going to do this last segment. Start bench cut. I'm going to start with these 3 receivers. Hans Ward, Andre Johnson. Dang, I forgot about that. Oh, let me open my notebook. I'm so sorry. I don't know if y'all, Marquise Colston. Oh, this is like mid-2010s, what?
I bet. Restate the name for me.
Hans Ward.
Yeah.
Andre Johnson.
Marquise
Colston.
I know him.
I know Andre Johnson.
All right. I'll give y'all the other one there. All right. Julio Jones, Antonio Brown, Larry Fitzgerald.
I'm cutting Larry.
Oh my God! Everybody has cut Larry so far.
I'm cutting Larry, and I'm going Julio to start. Bitch, yeah.
Man, I'm gonna start Julio, bench Larry, cut Antonio Brown.
You're the first one to not cut Larry, and I respect that, man. I respect that heavily. All right, we're gonna do one more because your defensive line, I got you. Aaron Donald, Myles Garrett, TJ Watt.
Starting Aaron Donald, benching TJ Watt.
You cutting him out?
Cutting Myles.
Starting Aaron Donald, benching Myles, and cutting TJ Watt. I gotta cut TJ, man. I think Aaron Donald gonna come out of retirement and play with Myles Garrett.
You think? He's been at the facility. I don't know if he's gonna do it. I don't think he's serious. You think they win it all if you do?
It's gonna be a tough defensive front.
Oh yeah. Oh. All right. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on the Black College Sports Network in collaboration with the SIAC Sit Down. We'll be right back.
Football fans, HBCU football is back in the ATL on August 29th with the Cricket MEAC SWAC Challenge Kickoff presented by Toyota, representing the SWAC, Alabama A&M, and representing the MEAC, Howard, Bulldogs, Bison, the Marching Maroon and White, the Showtime Marching Band, the premier FCS matchup in primetime with a kickoff trophy up for grabs. Join us pre-game for fan jamborees, food, activations, and fellowship. For tickets and information, visit MEACSWACChallenge.com.
Welcome. We are here live at SIAC Media Day. I am Sly Williams, Jamie Walker, and we are joined by the head Golden Bear, the one and only, the young-looking Coach Gould. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing wonderful, guys.
These kids not gonna kill me.
Exactly. Hey, I had to shave something off. I don't want to knock them off.
Well, Coach, we got you here. It's Media Day, second Media Day for you. The rankings came out now, Coach. How do you feel about that preseason ranking that they gave you, Coach?
To be honest, I don't feel anything. My thing is just let's play football. Each week, as it goes, it's gonna change anyway. So, whenever I look at rankings, man, to me, it doesn't matter.
There you go.
You got to play football no matter what.
You got to play. You got to strap them up and get out there and play. Now, Coach, you're back here, your first media day. You got a little taste of saw everything. Now, year number 2, coming into year number 2. How do you feel about your team coming into year number 2?
Man, I feel great about them. We went through the spring, had some transfers come in and, look real well. And so we're going to be, like I told y'all before, we're going to be a different team, very different team.
Absolutely. You were incredibly young last year. How did you supplement that youth with players you brought in? You've always had an eye for talent just based on your pedigree and what you've done as a player, as a talent evaluator. Talk about how those players coming in have supplemented what you already have.
We did a great job as coaching staff, from recruiting and, getting a little bit more younger guys in that were real good. We got a couple of D1 guys in. That's going to help us a lot. And those are boards and slots that we need to fill on the defense and the offensive side. And so we got that done.
What position group do you think will take that next leap into where you need them to be to play?
I'm going to have to say 2 positions.
Okay.
And that's O-line and D-line.
O-line and D-line.
That's where it starts. That's where it starts always. We can block, we can run the ball and pass. And then on the defense side, if we can rest the quarterback, then we're going to get some stops and we'll get some interceptions.
Oh, sounds good. Now introduce the players that'll be coming up with Ja.
Chevy Condry, he's one of our D linemen that last year played the first 3 games, got injured. He was one of the guys I had depended on last year. He's a D lineman. He's always mean mugging. I told him, put a smile on your face sometimes. And then I have James Jones, another kid that he plays safety, and he got injured last year the first 3 games. He's one of our safety as a veteran, so he kind of controls the defense, to be honest. And we lost that after the first 3 games. Then I got one of my receivers, which is Glenn Williams, number 10. He's like almost 600-yard receiver. He missed 3 or 4 games, and so I expect something real big from him this year.
All right, we'll take a break here from Macon SIAC Media Days. We'll talk to the players coming up next for the Golden Bears.
Football fans, HBCU football is back in the ATL on August 29th with the Cricket MEAC SWAC Challenge Kickoff presented by Toyota, representing the SWAC, Alabama A&M, and representing the MEAC, Howard, Bulldogs, Bison, the Marching Maroon and White, the Showtime Marching Band, the premier FCS matchup in primetime with a kickoff trophy up for grabs. Join us pre-game for fan jamborees, food, activations, and fellowship. For tickets and information, visit MEACSWACChallenge.com.
Welcome back to SIAC Media Day. I'm joined by the Miles College Golden Bears, James Jones, Chevy Condry, and Glenn Williams. How y'all doing today?
Good, we're good.
Good to see y'all, man. All right, so last year you guys were a pretty young team. What can you say about the maturity throughout the year?
We just towards the end of the year, you started to see like we started to put drives together, full games together, and they just got that experience. When you're young, they really just new to the college scene, and if you haven't been in that situation, you just really never know who you are in that situation. So towards the end of the season, mid of the season, we started to find out who we were, and get their footing in it to actually compete and go out there and just play loose. You know what I'm saying? Just be yourself and play football. That's what it was.
Same question.
I can't really.
I can't really hear you. What was the question?
I said, what can you say about the maturity of the team throughout?
Okay. Everybody really locked in. Like I can tell the difference between last year and this year. Like everybody really got that same mindset. We want to win. Everybody bought in. Like I can tell that from the difference. Everybody heart into it.
And another thing, just less excuses now, man. It's just we don't hear anymore. My bad. I could have did this. I could have did that. Like we don't hear that no more, man. We just come ready to work, prepared.
How do you guys feel about your ranking to finish right now? I think you guys are in the middle of the pack, about around 7. What's your take on that?
It's just a number. We just ready to go back to school, play football. I mean, this Saturday is gonna talk. That's all it did. We ain't worried about it. So.
To be honest, I ain't worried about a number, man. I just want to play football and dominate. That's it.
Oh man, I'm just playing. I just play. Yeah, it's just a number though, man. At the end of the day, Saturday at 1:00, we both gonna get on the field, play the same 100 yards. That's it.
All right. We're gonna do this last segment. I'm gonna do start, bench, cut.
All right, let's do it.
Start with receivers. Larry Fitzgerald.
This collective or like everybody got their own?
Y'all gonna do your own, but for start, for key for cup for collective.
All right, key for cup.
Larry Fitzgerald, Julio Jones, Antonio Brown, all in their primes.
I ain't gonna lie. You want to go first, bro? You the receiver. You're the receiver.
Say Larry Fitzgerald, Julio Jones, and Antonio Brown. I'm gonna go. I'm from Alabama, so we gonna start Julio. We gonna cut Antonio. We're gonna keep Larry though. Yeah, we're gonna keep Larry.
They don't. That's what I'm saying.
We're gonna keep Larry.
Before Antonio Brown had that little mind problem, he was like that. Larry got no talent and dropped in his whole life.
I don't care what you
Larry was like that his entire career.
Antonio Brown didn't trip out. And it ain't no if he did.
It ain't no if. Yeah, he did. All right, I got some safeties. Sean Taylor. Brian Dawkins. Cam Chancellor.
I'm cutting Cam off the real. I ain't gonna lie to you. He got it. Yeah, I'm taking over Sean. I mean, what you talking about? You gonna take Cam over Sean and Brian Dawkins? Boom over Sean Taylor and Brian Dawkins, bitch. I ain't gonna lie to you. You tripping? I ain't gonna lie. You not. This ain't your question. Bro. This ain't your question. Brian Dawkins. I'm trying to see. Do I want? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Sean really that guy. That's who I want. Man. That guy. I can't not start Brian Dawkins. So I'm gonna start Brian Dawkins, and I'm a bench Sean. That hurt though. That hurt.
All right, let me get his defensive line, and we'll get y'all out of here. Come on. Myles Garrett.
Start.
Aaron Donald.
Bench.
It's already over. We gonna get out of here.
Y'all don't. Y'all
over Aaron Donald.
Yes.
Yes. We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break. We'll bring up the next team.
Do you own a business, have a service or product, apparel, entertainment, or food? Would you like to reach an educated client base that are loyal? Then the Urban Passport Business Directory is for you. The Urban Passport is your premier digital discount and media portal with the Urban Digital Television Networks and V108 The Vibe radio properties embedded. Stay connected with the community with the latest news, entertainment, and HBCU sports and culture with the Black College Sports Network. Visit myjbn.com/passport to register your business and sign up for your free app before the August 24th release date. We are the premier digital national urban business directory, always free to the consumer. The Urban Passport, the evolution of the Green Book, and your digital passport to a world of savings.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are here live at SIAC Media Day. I am Sly Williams. That's Jamie Walker, and we're joined by the head coach of Edward Waters University.
Yes.
Edward Waters University. Because Dr. Faison said, right, we got to say, you got to make sure we say it. Super fan. There you go, super fan of the program. But we're here with the head coach, Coach Jenkins. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing good, doing real good.
Well, Coach, we're glad to have you here. Now we're looking at Media Day. They give out these preseason rankings, and something strange happened, something we never saw before. Edward Waters was ranked up there pretty high.
Right.
A lot of pressure on you, Coach. How you feel about that?
Oh, we feel good. It's no pressure. I mean, rather if you rank 1 or 5 or 10, you still you want to have the same end result. So that's how we look at it. But we're very grateful that people have noticed our hard work and our commitment by our president, Dr. Faison, and by our AD, Ashley Connor, you know, and also by our players and my coaching staff. But, you know, you don't win any games in July and through preseason rankings. You know, if that was the case, then they might as well give out the trophy now. But, you know, we're going to look at it, enjoy it today, throw it out the window tomorrow, and just go right back to what we've been doing, and that's concentrating on the preparation process.
All right. Now, we want to actually – we had a nice sit-down interview on HBCU Game Day. You can go and check the archives. We had a sit-down with Coach Brian Jenkins. But let's talk about Media Day for a little bit. Now, yesterday you guys had to do some acts of service. I think they were filling book bags, cleaning up and all of that. How did you guys feel about that? What did you all do yesterday?
Well, we were the ones that cleaned up the community and different things like that, which we do that a lot at Edward Waters. We're required to do community service stuff. So regardless if it's going to the middle schools or elementary schools, reading to the students, or community cleanup, or book bags, or anything that has to do with the community, we're used to that. And our guys know that they have to put service into the community. You know, that's just, to me, that's part of being a man. And that's one of my responsibilities, is teaching our players how to be men. So they enjoyed it, and but it was the norm for us.
Absolutely. When it comes to you, we talked about this last year. This time last year, there was a coaching change. Literally, another coach was being interviewed, and then all of a sudden, you got the job. Now that you have, because you're experienced, you've done this. It's not your first rodeo.
Right.
What did you have to do to implement a full program coming in to this season?
Well, the number one I had to do was build trust amongst the whole team. Because if you remember, I was the offensive coordinator, so the majority of my time was with the offense. And so that's where I had the most trust with the offense. But I had to branch over and build trust with the defense and the special teams as well. So it was just build trust with the whole team, get them to understand my vision and ultimate goal, and then just put together the best package to get there.
What has to happen for you to maintain that number one spot? What has to happen this year?
Well, the number one thing is the number one spot is not the most important thing. The number one thing is for us to maintain, you know, the team that we want to be. And we got to be consistent in our efforts through everything, you know, no matter what. And if we can do that, then the end result will be what we want it to be. Like I tell our guys, you know, coming into camp and training, we want to make sure trained behavior becomes instinct, and instinctively we can operate off our trained behavior. If we can master that, then I think we got a chance to be a good football team and be the team that's number one in the end.
All right. Well, introduce some of those masters that have come with you from Duval.
Well, I got Trayvon French, who's our all-conference linebacker, who's been a steady starter for us and one of the leaders on our defense. And then we got Mr. 1000, JT Thomas, who's a guy who's been with us a long time. He's been with me you know, the whole time I've been at Edward Waters. So to get a chance to see him finish out his career and I do it as the head coach is a phenomenal thing. You know, we also got our beautiful athletic director, Ashley Connor. And then, of course, you know, Mr. All the Way Live, our president, Dr. Faison.
Who will text you if you say something backwards
or
wrong.
Yes, he will. He will. Now, that'll be the first sign before he swing on you.
Yes,
I will let you know that.
He is from
but no,
He is great. We found out. We went to Grady High.
So, but make no doubt about it. Great guy to work for. That's another thing that's good. I got a great group of administrators where I can be myself. You know, and they hear me when I ask for things, and they're very transparent. You know, we're all on the same working scale as trying to get it done and build the best program that we can build. So I'm excited about the season, and
I'm just ready to spot the ball and play football.
There it is. There it is. We'll take a break here from Macon. SIAC Media Day here on BCSN with the SIAC Sit Down.
Football fans, HBCU football is back in the ATL on August 29th with the Cricket MEAC SWAC Challenge Kickoff presented by Toyota, representing the SWAC, Alabama A&M, and representing the MEAC, Howard, Bulldogs, Bison, the Marching Maroon and White, the Showtime Marching Band, the premier FCS matchup in primetime with a kickoff trophy up for grabs. Join us pre-game for fan jamborees, food, activations, and fellowship. For tickets and information, visit MEACSWACChallenge.com.
Welcome back to the Black College Sports Network. We are here live at SIAC Media Day. I'm here with two all-conference first-teamers, two of the SIAC Players of the Year on offense and defense, John Terrius Thomas and Trayvon French. How you guys doing today?
Doing good. How about you?
I'm good, man.
Doing good.
So, obviously, off rip, predicted to finish first. How are you guys feeling about that?
It's an honor. You know, like Coach says, we all 0-0. Nothing's earned in July. So we'll just come toward the season, see how it goes.
Yeah, same as he said, man. I'm thankful, but honestly, just ready to get back with the guys and start back practicing and preparing for the season. Just, get ready to play. That's all I'm really focused on.
What can you say is, do you guys take a compliment to the coaches and ADs selecting you guys as two of the best players in the conference? How do you guys feel about that? Do you feel, how's that recognition for you guys?
I mean, it feels good, but at the end of the day, I know, like, it isn't just me. I know I got my teammates. They're the reason why the guy who I am, especially my O-line, man. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't be here. So if I didn't have 5 guys in front of me, I would have no yards. So I give it all to them. I give all things to them. So that's how I look at it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely a blessing. Like you don't always get a chance to earn Defensive Player of the Year, preseason, stuff like that. But like he said, on my teammates make me better every day. My D-line up front, safeties behind me, corners, they make me make plays like I help them make plays.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So thinking about you guys this season coming up, where do you guys see yourselves coming through this year?
I think we're about to shock everybody. We're gonna make plays. I feel like both sides of the ball, we come back. Decent amount of returners still coming back, so I think we'll make noise this year.
Yeah, that's like what he said, man. I'm really excited to see what it has to bring. Honestly, the guys that we have in, the returners, everything. I'm just excited, and I think we're going to be able to do what we need to do to get the job done.
All right. So how's that integration process been, bringing in all the new guys and getting them adjusted?
It's been very interesting. It's been fun, joke and laugh because you get new guys in, get them to understand the system, getting new personalities. You might have a funnier guy that you ever met in your life, coming in. So it's very interesting, very fun, very exciting. Get to see new faces and new guys that you're going to go on a journey with this season.
Yeah, like you said, we're all here to help. Like our teammates, like new players come in, learn the playbook, prepare. Coach harps on preparing. Make sure we're prepared for every game. Come in with mindset that you know what to do before the play even start.
All right. Yeah. All right, we're gonna get you guys out of here. We're gonna do start bench cut.
Okay.
We're gonna start with running backs. LaDainian Tomlinson, all in their proms. I'm gonna put that out there.
Okay.
Adrian Peterson, Derrick Henry.
That's a good one.
I think I'm gonna start Adrian. I'm a bench LaDainian and cut Derrick.
I think I'm gonna go the same with that one.
Wow, what's the reasoning?
Just first off, both of them would be more effective, I think, in the pass game than Derrick Henry would be. You don't really ever see Derrick Henry go catch a flat route or over the ball route. Some
real.
I mean, and then I think they're more explosive than Derrick Henry is. They're more bound. It's like a light. Both of them are lining in the bottle at any moment. Derrick Henry is just lining in the bottle. He's a big guy. He's going to come down here and run hard, but those guys' game is just very different. You have Adrian Peterson won MVP with one knee.
Yeah.
It ain't too many people that did that. But it's just simple as that.
Another one.
I'm gonna give you the linebackers. Ray Lewis, Luke Kuechly, Patrick Willis?
Oh, I think it's in order like that. Definitely Ray Lewis, number one. Luke Kuechly he stunned a lot of people. He was probably one of the best linebackers I ever watched play. And then last, you said who?
Patrick Willis.
Patrick Willis. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut Patrick Willis.
I feel like that's a little disrespectful. Everybody been cutting Patrick Willis. I don't really like that, man.
But for me, I would say, man, the reason Luke Kuechly, I would put Luke Kuechly at 2-2 because the way he knew the game, the way he studied the game. I think talent for talent, he may be better than Luke Kuechly, but Luke Kuechly has the fact that he knows the game. Like, he knows where you're going to be. He knows that if you line up in this, you're going to do this. He's that type of guy. So that's what gives Luke Kuechly the edge over Patrick Willis.
For sure. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more coverage. I think we have Clark Atlanta coming up next. So we'll be right back here on the Black College Sports Network, joined with the SIAC Sit Down.
Do you own a business, have a service or product, apparel, entertainment, or food? Would you like to reach an educated client base that are loyal? Then the Urban Passport Business Directory is for you. The Urban Passport is your premier digital discount and media portal with the Urban Digital Television Networks and V108 The Vibe radio properties embedded. Stay connected with the community with the latest news, entertainment, and HBCU sports and culture with the Black College Sports Network. Visit myjbn.com/passport to register your business and sign up for your free app before the August 24th release date. We are the premier digital national urban business directory, always free to the consumer. The Urban Passport, the evolution of the Green Book, and your digital passport to a world of savings.
Welcome. We are here live on the SIAC Sit Down in conjunction with JustJahSports, Black College Sports Network, and HBCU Game Day. He is Jamie Walker. I am Sly Williams, and I'm here with the rookie head coach, the one and only Coach Sims. How you doing, Coach?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing great, Coach. We got you here. It's your first SIAC Media Day as the new head coach at Clark Atlanta. Those preseason rankings came out, Coach. Now, how do you feel about where they stuck you at this year in the preseason rankings?
I love it. I love it. And it's just what it says it is. It's a preseason ranking. So we're not going to put a whole lot of stock in that. We've been working, since January to build our football program. So we're not really going to concern ourselves with a ranking, whether it was last or first or somewhere in the middle. It is what it is with that. But we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to continue to prepare and play each game the way it needs to be played.
All right. Now, Coach, Media Day is not only about recognizing the players. It's about getting out in the community, doing things, service acts in the community. Now, what did your squad do yesterday? How did they do in this Media Day?
We were on the beautiful crew, keeping Bib beautiful. And we went over to one of the centers, and we had an opportunity to clean the whole inside of the center because they just finished with their summer camps. So we had to clean activity rooms, clean the gyms, clean the bathrooms, you name it, we cleaned it yesterday. And I think, my hat goes off to every university that participated, all the coaches, all the student athletes, because these guys did a great job yesterday, just showing Bibb County, showing Macon that we care about them, and again, service is the rent we pay for living on this earth. So, and that's what we tell our players all the time. Our guys are used to it. We have a program that we'll incorporate in the fall. It's Real Men Read. We'll go, to the elementary schools and middle schools and read. We have food drives that we participate in. And we also go out to, excuse me to say this is what we used to say, the convalescent homes, but the old folks homes. We go out and spend time with the elderly. We actually have a unit that's right on our campus. Okay. It's a high-rise where assisted living high-rise, and we have a number of those folks that come out and watch practice, and we go over and sit with them and hang out sometimes, and do little chores for them. So there's nothing better than service that you can have to show these young men what it's like and what it's supposed to be
like being a man.
All right. Well, look, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna ask one question. You say you don't really pay attention to the rankings, the preseason prognostication, and all of that. What has to change for you to be at the top spot of the conference at the end of the year?
I think the only thing that has to change is other people's perception. What we're going to do is handle our business. If we play disciplined, detailed football, we play Panther football, we'll be fine. We put together a good nucleus of guys that stayed with us from the beginning, and we brought in 60 new guys to add to that. So I think we'll have a really, really good football team when we run out on August 2nd when camp starts.
All right, let's talk about the players that you brought in real quick before we make the crossover.
Well, we have the freshman of the year, our quarterback, one of our quarterbacks, Xavier Jackson, a very, very, very calm guy. He approaches the game like a fifth-year senior. Nothing really rattles him, but he doesn't have the big head. He always understands that I can get better. It's something that I need to do to get better. He studies the game. He plays the game the right way. Jaden Cleveland, one of our defensive linemen. This guy, we were short on D linemen this spring. He took every rep in practice at D-line. He plays D-tackle, but some days he tried to line up at end to give guys a break. He's just that type of guy. He's a team guy. He's a team leader. Just excited to coach these two young men, and I'm excited to watch them play in our football game against Gremlin on the 29th.
Well, let me tell you something. Jackson is tough as well. I called that game last year against Benedict, and listen, him to be able to get up and continue playing was a thing of beauty. So tough guy. So we're gonna make the switch over. It's been a pleasure talking to you, Coach Sims. And
I got to sign off the way I've been signing.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Don't do me like that.
No, I ain't gonna do you
if
like
you're
that.
Anywhere near a TV or a computer where you can stream it, or if you're in Atlanta, come and see us live. Watch the Panthers play. You'll have an exciting brand of football to watch. Go Panthers.
You heard me at first. He done cut a wrestling promo out here.
On.
So John's about to come up. Hey, we're going to take a break here from SIAC Media Day here on the Black College Sports Network.
Football fans, HBCU football is back in the ATL on August 29th with the Cricket MEAC SWAC Challenge Kickoff presented by Toyota, representing the SWAC, Alabama A&M, and representing the MEAC, Howard, Bulldogs, Bison, the Marching Maroon and White, the Showtime Marching Band, the premier FCS matchup in primetime with a kickoff trophy up for grabs. Join us pre-game for band jamborees, food, activations, and fellowship. For tickets and information, visit MEACSWACChallenge.com.
Welcome back to Macon, Georgia. My name is Jason Hobbs. I'm here with the Clark Atlanta Panthers, Xavier Jackson and Jaden Cleveland. All right, cool. First of all, how you guys doing today?
I'm feeling great. I'm excited to be here.
I'm doing good as well. How are you?
I'm good, man. So I want to first ask you, Xavier, you kind of got thrusted into the fire last year. Not kind of, absolutely got thrusted into the fire last year. So how do you think that situation grew you as a player?
I think that situation just molded me. Like, it was a good experience to have, but like I wouldn't have it no other way, honestly. Like the same thing happened to me like in high school. The starter went down, I had to go in and I had to fill his shoes in. So I feel like it's just a testament to who I am as a player.
Mm-hmm. And Jaden, you guys are coming. I mean, this is for both of you guys. So you guys are coming into a new system, new coaching staff. So how's that adjustment been, and how do you think it's helped your defense on that team?
I feel like the adjustment's been smooth. It's been natural. Guys trust Coach Sims and our entire coaching staff. They're gonna push us. They're great coaches, and I feel like we're gonna stay composed under pressure. We're gonna win games. We're gonna ball.
Like he said, we've been disciplined. I feel like with Coach Sims, it's just been a new chapter in Clark Atlanta. It's definitely a new chapter in Clark Atlanta because we're gonna run the ball, we're gonna throw the ball, we're gonna defend the ball, we're gonna do all that. So I just feel like Coach Sims is a great person and a great disciplined coach.
So how are you guys feeling about where they guys have you seated in the standings?
I I mean, it is what it is. Like, you can't control that. That's what the media thinks. That's what the coaches think. But I think it grew a fire in us as a Clark Atlanta team. Definitely in me. Just seeing those rankings on the screen down there, like, it definitely. I'm ready to play right now, and I know our team is because we were talking about it as it happened. So I just feel like, it is what it is. You can't control it, but we can control what we do on the field.
And when I saw those rankings, I mean, I wasn't surprised based on our season last year, but I love that people doubting us. Love that people think they can just come in and we're gonna lay down because we're gonna show them something. We know in no shape or form we underdogs, and we just gonna let us see what happens. Watch out for Clark this season.
So what last question, then I'll move on. What is the difference for you guys between this year and last year?
I feel like last year it was just we were going through a lot. Like, we had a lot of injuries, a lot of people went down. A lot of people had replaced different people's shoes. So I think this year we're getting a more disciplined team, a team that is molded together and that has been through adversity together. So this adversity has definitely helped us and molded us and shaped us, because a lot of the players that were playing last year were like me. We were 18-year-old freshmen coming in, playing college football. So I think it definitely grew us as a team.
I think the difference between this year and last year is consistency, and every day Coach Sims has hampered on us about consistency. So this season we're just going to continue to work within that consistency.
All right. So I'm going to do start, bench, cut, then keep for, cut for.
Yes.
Start, bench, cut. This one's for you specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Jeffrey Simmons, Dexter Lawrence. Oh my gosh, I forgot him already. Aaron Donald.
Oh, that's easy for me. I'm starting Aaron Donald. I'm benching Jeffrey Simmons, and I'm cutting Dexter Lawrence.
Isn't Dexter Lawrence the highest paid D tackle? You don't think it's deserved?
See, no. I'm never gonna say a player don't deserve his money, but when you look at the different play styles of D tackles, Aaron Donald and Jeffrey Simmons, they stuff the run and they pass us at a high level. I know Dexter Lawrence last season, the previous season before that had like a 9-sack season and stuff. He went crazy, but this year he came back with like a half a sack. So like, until he have that breakout season again, you gotta put the other guys ahead of him first.
All right, we're gonna do another start, bench, cut. This is running backs, all in their prime.
Okay.
LaDainian Tomlinson, Adrian Peterson, Derrick Henry.
I'm starting LT. I'm benching Henry. And then who's the last person?
Adrian Peterson. What?
I'm cutting Adrian Peterson. No disrespect to Adrian Peterson. Wait. Let me say something. Let me put something on the record. I was a Minnesota Vikings fan. So like, Adrian Peterson is near and dear to my heart. But it's just Derrick Henry, LT. I don't know. Some about him, man.
Hey, I'm starting Adrian Peterson. I'm benching Derrick Henry, and I'm cutting LT.
You're the first person to cut Adrian Peterson today.
That's fine. I like to be different.
Fair enough. All right, we're going to get you guys out of here. Thank you for sitting down chatting with me.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back on the Black College Sports Network.
Do you own a business, have a service or product, apparel, entertainment, or food? Would you like to reach an educated client base that are loyal? Then the Urban Passport Business Directory is for you. The Urban Passport is your premier digital discount and media portal with the Urban Digital Television Networks and V108 The Vibe radio properties embedded. Stay connected with the community with the latest news, entertainment, and HBCU sports and culture with the Black College Sports Network. Visit myjbn.com/passport to register your business and sign up for your free app before the August 24th release date. We are the premier digital national urban business directory, always free to the consumer. The Urban Passport, the evolution of the Green Book, and your digital passport to a world of savings.
Welcome. We are here live on the SIAC Sit Down in collaboration with JustJahSports. We have, first of all, I'm Sly Williams. You are. That's Jamie Walker. We have the head Golden Ram, the one and only Coach Bowser. Coach Bowser, how are you doing here at your first SIAC Media Day?
Man, this thing's overwhelming. It's first class. It's first class. The whole morning has been awesome. And then to trickle into where the players and the coaches, we get interviewed by so many different stations and groups and podcasts. It's unbelievable. It's going to be a great experience. Those guys will never forget. I'm overwhelmed.
I
It's
tell
awesome.
you, okay, you made that step up now.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
I know the CI, that was the cupcake in the cup. I'm stepping on toes again.
Yeah,
I'm stepping on toes. My bad. Every time. Somebody got to cross the line. Somebody got to be a habitual line step.
And that's you.
Well, Coach, what we see, you're here at your first media day, and your first head coaching job in the SIAC. But one thing I noticed about you in the spring, Coach, you active.
Yes, sir.
You active, Coach. You sending out tweets, you're sending out texts, you're sending out everything that your program got going on, and you got these satellite camps all around the South. And I'm like, man, Coach, you working hard.
Well, the biggest thing is when you got a program that's had the success Albany's had, the big push is to expand the brand. Because you know what your already expectation is to win championships, go deep in the playoffs. So what's next? To make your recruiting base larger. How do you make your recruiting base larger? You got to push the program out there. We're always going to stay home in South Georgia first, but we still want to be able to expand because you never know when there's a transfer or a young man who may catch us one night and say, hey, I want to find a new home, and one of their buddies say, hey, I went to that satellite camp at Albany State. I love that program. Or when people see the facilities and the young men that we have in the program, they'll be curious about it. So that's what we want to do. We want to expand the brand of Albany State University.
I tell you, I'm going to change your name from Bowser to Coach James Brown. You the hardest working man in football, Coach. I'm telling you. Now, Coach, Media Day not only puts a highlight on the players, it also puts your players out there and let them commit acts of service in the community. Can you explain a little bit about what your kids did yesterday?
So yesterday we did the book bags over at the Boys and Girls Club, and that was outstanding. And then I think the other opportunity was when we went over to Atrium Health to the Children's Hospital. That was outstanding as well because they had an opportunity to connect with doing something for families who may not ever have a child that's going to be able to play a sport because of their health issues and things like that. And so we become the light that they need, and that was exciting.
Absolutely. Now, we interviewed, and that interview will come out soon on the SIAC sit down. But when you've come to this conference and your experience and all those positions that you have been in with other squads, you are, and you labeled yourself more of a CEO type.
Yes, sir.
Talk about what that is and how you want to implement it to Albany State.
So biggest thing with Albany State and going with the CEO structure is that as we talked about growing the brand, getting it out there more, you don't want to deprive the kids of what they need to be coached up with football. So what did was we went out and got an offensive coordinator and a defensive coordinator. You tend to be sometimes the coach, whatever position they coach. I was a defensive minded guy. They want to lean to that. And then the exposure that you're trying to get, the national attention that you want for your program gets lost in that. So what I want to be able to do is make sure that everything as far as the brand of Albany State University football gets out there, because there's a lot of kids, especially in our program right now with this senior class, they need the opportunity that, hey, we get several guys in that Legacy Bowl, that we get several guys possibly invited to some form of a HBCU combine, if not the combine. So in order to do that, there's responsibilities during the week as a head coach. I have to be with my sports information people that we're making sure the stories are being told of these young people. If you focus mainly on the prep and all that other stuff, some of the things that those kids deserve gets lost in the shuffle. So my biggest thing with what bringing to Albany State right now is to make sure the proper exposure gets out there for these young men.
Absolutely. Last question. You picked the finish fourth. That gives me an indication that you may not necessarily be pleased with that picking, but what needs to happen for you to be a number one spot?
I think that the 9 seniors that we have that are returners, and then the nucleus of the transfers that we have coming in with college game experience help bring those 45 to 50 young players along. I think what a lot of people looked at was that they knew we only had 42 guys back from that team last year, and we only had 1 starter on offense back and 2 starters on defense. But the same thing I tell everybody, and I say it again, we got some great young talent. So it's not a matter of there's a drop-off in the talent. It's just that some of these guys don't have a lot of game experience. So the is more of with the success that was had last year, with the 3 young men who y'all are going to get to see today that came here, and plus knowing that we have some good young talent, I definitely thought we would have been a little bit higher.
Right.
I'll leave it at that.
Okay,
Yes,
there
sir.
it is. There it is. We're going to bring those 3 young men along. We'll take a quick break here from Macon here at SIAC Media Day, the SIAC Sit Down.
Football fans, HBCU football is back in the ATL on August 29th with the Cricket MEAC SWAC Challenge Kickoff presented by Toyota, representing the SWAC, Alabama A&M, and representing the MEAC, Howard, Bulldogs, Bison, the Marching Maroon and White, the Showtime Marching Band, the premier FCS matchup in primetime with a kickoff trophy up for grabs. Join us pre-game for band jamborees, food, activations, and fellowship. For tickets and information, visit MEACSWACChallenge.com.
Welcome back to Macon, Georgia. We're here live at SIAC Media Day. I'm here with the Albany State Golden Rams, Derek Weeks, Derek Drayton, and Cameron Watts. How you guys doing today?
We're doing good. Doing good. Glad to be here.
Good to see y'all, man. So I want to start off with saying I'm a little biased. I grew up an Albany State fan. I was at homecomings pretty much every year. I'm not gonna lie. So seeing y'all drop the 4 was a little bit surprising. How are you guys taking that?
One more time, you can say the
I said
question?
seeing you guys drop the 4 was a little bit surprising. How are you guys responding to that?
I ain't gonna lie. I would say predictions, like I said, predictions are really meant to be broken. Like it's just a opinion. It's opinion based. So I feel like all we gotta do is just put in the work ourselves, and we gonna get it done.
Same question for you guys.
I feel that way too. Like we just got to go through the season and see how things play out. And take it 1 week at a time. We'll find out that way.
Like I said, it just depends. We believe in statistics and stats at the end of the season. That's really what matters postseason.
Okay. So as 3 of the guys coming back this year, how are you guys taking more of a leadership approach with some of the new guys coming in?
It's not just us. It's all the upperclassmen. We're coming more and more of a player-led team each and every day. So it's just us getting new guys and the underclassmen to get on boat and believe in the standard.
It's really trying to transition them to see things from our way, Golden Ram way. It's hard to be around.
I would say gelling with them, gelling with our young guys. Showing them the right way and the right path. That basically, like what Derek just said, just the standard being the standard. It's no fall off at all. So just gelling on and off the field and keeping them on the right path. We're gonna get it done.
So what do you think is the biggest step to maintaining this culture of the Dirty Blue defense?
Like the standard is the standard. Ain't no changing it. So the Dirty Blue was way before our time. So just trying to uphold that standard and keep it going.
We really gotta maintain our aggressiveness. Last year, everyone did they 111. We fired off the ball and we held each other accountable in every way and form.
Just staying aggressive and being relentless. Like you said, it was a tradition before us, and it's up to us to follow tradition and keep it going.
So are we gonna get y'all out of here? We're gonna do start bench cut.
Let's do it.
Start with defensive line. Myles Garrett, All-NBA Prom. TJ Watt. I can't do Aaron Donald. That's too obvious.
I mean, he's coming back, though.
He's not coming back. I think he's done.
I think he's coming back.
I don't know if y'all know him. I can't do it. John Abraham.
I'm biased.
I'm about to say
I'm biased. I'm telling you right now.
I'm gonna say Myles Garrett got to start. I'm gonna bench TJ, and then I'm gonna cut. What you said?
Don't even worry about it. I can't stand it, man.
I'm with him. Myles got to be first. He did some amazing things last season. TJ second. I don't even know who third, though.
it's kind of funny because that's my same order.
I'll let y'all have that. That was a bad third. I'm not even gonna lie. That was a bad third. All right, let me see. I'm gonna do running backs real quick too. LaDainian Tomlinson.
Ooh.
Adrian Peterson. Derrick Henry.
LT. Oh, in that order. Yeah. Straight. Derrick Henry last. I don't care.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go Adrian Peterson. Gotta start him. LT bench, and we cutting Derrick Henry. I ain't gonna lie. For real? We cutting
I'm
Derrick
telling
Henry.
you,
Look,
well,
I'm a Ravens fan too. We gotta cut Derrick Henry. We gotta cut him.
Okay, let me get the names one more time. I'm just trying to not mess that up.
LaDainian Tomlinson. Adrian Peterson. Derrick Henry.
I go Adrian Thomas, Derrick Henry. I'm cutting up.
LT.
Yes.
Oh, he cut
All
LT.
right, we gonna do one more, then I get y'all out of here. These wide receivers. Oh yeah, I go now. All right, don't worry. Well, thank you guys for joining me today, man. It's been a pleasure, man. I can't wait to watch y'all this season. Actually, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back here on the Black College Sports Network.
Do you own a business, have a service or product, apparel, entertainment, or food? Would you like to reach an educated client base that are loyal? Then the Urban Passport Business Directory is for you. The Urban Passport is your premier digital discount and media portal with the Urban Digital Television Networks and V108 The Vibe radio properties embedded. Stay connected with the community with the latest news, entertainment, and HBCU sports and culture with the Black College Sports Network. Visit myjbn.com/passport to register your business and sign up for your free app before the August 24th release date. We are the premier digital national urban business directory, always free to the consumer. The Urban Passport, the evolution of the Green Book, and your digital passport to a world of savings.
Welcome to the SIAC Sit Down. I'm Sly Williams, and I'm joined by the one and only Jamie Walker as we get ready to kind of end up Media Day, SIAC Media Day. We have the newest head Tiger in charge, the one and only Coach Thomas Howard. Coach, how you doing today?
Man, I'm excellent, man. Great day to be here, getting to see all the SIAC schools and getting back in my conference. So, you know what I mean? I'm overly excited and got a good group of guys that I brought up here with me. And shoot, they got to deal with us at some point. That's right.
All right, now, Coach, it's doing Media Day. They often get they give predictions for the year. Atlanta State wasn't ranked too high, Coach. Now, how you feel about that preseason ranking?
I actually thought it was going to be worse.
Ooh.
I said, you got a first-year head coach taking over a program with a whole lot of seniors that graduated. And so the fact that they gave us a little bit of props is still down at the bottom of it. But, you know, that is the preseason prediction. So it don't mean nothing until you get to the end of the year. So I say it is going to be motivation for our guys. But, shit, we knew we had to work anyway. We got tough schedule. So we got to be ready to go.
The toughest schedule. I looked at y'all's schedule. It is rough, Coach. It's rough. Well, speaking of rough and working out there, now with Media Day, not only do the players get to come and we talk a little bit to the players about their upcoming predictions and how they feel about the season, Media Day also acts as a day of service. Now, can you explain or talk about what did your kids do? What did your Tigers do yesterday as a day of service?
Okay, so we actually went to a community center here in Macon. We got a chance to go and help clean up that community center. They had a summer program where there were over 200 kids they said that they had that were in the facility. And so it's probably about 4 or 5 people that work in that facility. So our guy, we got to go in, myself as well as my 2 guys, and we went in and we cleaned up one of their like rec rooms. They had like arcades and they had things like that. We had to put some work in to get it clean, but did a good job and they were overly grateful. Shoot, actually, I'm trying to get some of those kids to come down to Savannah to see a game.
Yeah.
So yeah, but no, it was some good stuff, good connection, and good to be out in the community.
All right. You were one of our first sit downs of the year, and a lot of what you said went viral. Just the energy that you have for your program and what you want to implement. Now that you've had some time to kind of see what the community, because you were back and forth from towns, this, that, and third. You were running and you still been running. Talk about what has happened since you kind of settled down in Savannah.
I think it slowed down a little bit, but it's still so much to be done. And I think now as we prepare coming in for camp and getting ready for the season to start, it's all of those things, making all the orders, making sure all the guys got their physicals, making sure we got all the paperwork right. So now when we come in, we can get off and get rolling. You know, like I said, we're going to be a young, new team. So I'm going to have a lot of new faces. So I got a lot of work to do once they get here to get them coached up and make sure they know what to do. Now it's the football time. You know, we were doing all the administrative stuff at that time, trying to get things in order. Now getting to the fun. So we got to coach them up. And I think the kids have worked hard, and we're going to work them even harder when they get in because we got to get caught up.
Absolutely. I'm gonna keep this last question tight. You said you were picked at the back half, and you were preseason poll. What needs to happen for you to ascend up in the ranks when it comes to the SIAC?
Consistency. We got to be consistent each and every week. Again, it goes back to my principles. We got to stop the run. We got to protect the football. We got to win the kicking game. And that's what we have to do each and every week. In this conference, if you can't do that stuff, you're going to have a long day. And so I think those are the things that we got to make sure that we do each and every week. Those are the things we got to harp on as coaches and keep it simple for our guys so they can just go out and execute. And now they can have fun to play. And I think that's the biggest thing we have to do.
All right, before we wrap this thing up with Coach Howard, we want to let everybody know out there at HBCU Game Day, every Wednesday, we will have the Coach Thomas Howard Show on HBCU Game Day. I'll sit down with Coach Howard. We'll talk about last week's game. We'll talk about the next week's game, and we'll rap a little bit and learn a little bit about the Savannah State football program. So be sure to check us out every Wednesday on D2 Wednesdays on HBCU Game Day. You'll have the Coach Thomas Howard Show. Come on. All right, now, Coach, tell us about some of the guys. Who are the 3 guys or 2 guys that you brought with you here today?
Yeah, so I have one of my receivers, Sincere Clark. He will be a redshirt senior this year, one of the leaders on the offense, and that's what we're expecting from him. Older guy that has been around, originally from Durham, North Carolina, and so comes in, has been around, but has been in this program and was very, very consistent last year. So I'm excited to have him back in his leadership with the young group that I'm going to have with the receivers. On the defensive side of the ball, I got one of my defensive backs. He actually is a graduate student, just graduated and will be a graduate student this year. And that is Mr. Amari Napa, played corner for us last year. And so I'm going to move him around a little bit in the secondary. He's going to be out there. He's our most experienced guy. So I'm excited to have 2 guys that are going to give us and have to be leaders for us this year on a very, very young new team.
All right. Well, we'll come back right after this commercial break, and you'll sit down and talk to some of these young Savannah State University Tigers.
Football fans, HBCU football is back in the ATL on August 29th with the Cricket MEAC SWAC Challenge Kickoff presented by Toyota, representing the SWAC, Alabama A&M, and representing the MEAC, Howard, Bulldogs, Bison, the Marching Maroon and White, the Showtime Marching Band, the premier FCS matchup in primetime with a kickoff trophy up for grabs. Join us pre-game for band jamborees, food, activations, and fellowship. For tickets and information, visit MEACSWACChallenge.com.
Welcome back to Macon, Georgia. We are here live at SIAC Media Day. I'm here with Savannah State Tigers and Maury Napper and Sincere Clark. How you guys doing today?
Doing good.
So first, I want to ask y'all about last year. Sincere, you kind of established yourself as one of the best returning receivers in the conference after the year you put up last year. So what can you say goes into your work ethic, and what's your testament and goals for this next year?
My goals is just to be more consistent. You know, this offseason I've been working very hard. I haven't been wearing no gloves. I've put on a lot of weight too. I put on about 10 pounds so I can get up to that level. You know, I played at 185 last year, but I'm now 195, and I just being big on just being more consistent and just working harder so I can help my team.
And Amari, you guys had your best scoring defense since the 2021 season. So what are you instilling into some of these new guys to try to maintain that consistency?
The big things is the details, the small things. Because if we start with the small things, the bigger things will come easier, and we'll be more aware of it. And we was a takeaway team last season, and I'm trying to maintain that. You know, we call ourselves the money team, and we also call ourselves, you know, take money. So we just trying to instill more turnovers, see the ball, get the ball.
Mm-hmm. So how's the transition been? You guys have a new coaching staff. You're bringing in a lot of new guys as well. So what's been what's that process been like for you guys?
Brotherhood. Biggest thing we're focused on is winning. Coach Howard put that in our mind that every time we stretch, every time we run, before we run out, we say win. When we stretch and we clap, we say win. So that's the biggest thing that we're doing as a team, is just making sure everybody say win as a group, because it's no I in the team. You know what I'm saying? So as us saying win as a team, I feel like that's the biggest thing, that small things, small details matters the most. So if we saying win every rep, every time as hard as we can, I feel like that can play a big part on when the big time comes, and discipline and all that stuff is key.
Same question.
Yeah, just to piggyback off what Sincere said, I believe that too. When we say win, we talk about just winning everything in life, not even just football, just in the classroom, how you carry yourself and things of that nature, just every aspect in life, from college all the way until you have your own kids. He's been trying to instill that into us.
Would you say that the energy and the vibe in the locker room is different this year?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I feel like the energy and the vibe is way higher, and it's more focused. We're more locked in. We're more focused. We're more accountable of our actions and accountable of our teammates' actions, and been just holding everybody accountable to a standard, to our standard, and that's winning.
Yeah, same with what my dog Napa said. Yeah, we just been like, the difference between last year and this year is that everybody is holding each other accountable. Last year it was more on just arguing with each other. This year is more on just like, let's come together. We want to win, right? So we got to do what we got to do to pick it up. Like sometimes that run, if I'm slacking, I got some dudes who will tell me, "Hey, Sin, run harder." I ain't got no problem with that, because I'm trying to be better. And this is my last year in football. I ain't gonna be able to play college football no more. So the biggest thing is just keeping everybody on the same page. Everybody on the same page, we shouldn't have no problems.
All right. So going to do this start bench cut.
Okay.
All right. Let's start with you because you're DB.
Okay.
All in their primes.
All right.
Darrelle Revis, Richard Sherman, Pat Pete.
I'm gonna just say this. My favorite team is the Seattle Seahawks, but I'm gonna start Darrelle Revis. I'm a bench Patrick Peterson. I'm gonna cut Richard Sherman. I might have to do that because Darrelle Revis in his prime that's crazy, man.
Well, why Pat Pete over Richard Sherman?
Because I'm gonna be real, Richard Sherman was slow. He just played receiver, so he knew and was able to adapt. And he made plays on the football for sure. But Patrick Peterson was a different animal. He was fast. He was big. He could move around every position on the field if he wanted to. So I'll say that.
All right, receivers. Oh, you want to answer that one too? Because you look like you disagree. You sound like you disagree.
I'm good.
All right.
I'm good with that.
Julio Jones, Antonio Brown, Larry Fitzgerald.
I'm sorry. I'm starting my dog Julio. That's my favorite wide receiver. Got the bench. Who's other? I know Larry Fitzgerald. Who's the other one?
Antonio Brown.
That's a good one. I ain't gonna lie. That's a good one.
I know people probably gonna get me for this one. I got the bench AB. I got the bench Antonio Brown. I got to cut Larry. I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
Most people have cut Larry today.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised, to be honest.
Yeah.
But you know,
The only reason I'm cutting Larry is because Julio, he does it all.
Yeah.
First of all, he can go get the ball, attack the ball, and he can catch a slant and take it for 80 yards. AB, same with AB. He's just an animal. You put him on punt return, kick return, and all that stuff. Larry Fitzgerald, he's just one of those. He's a receiver. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can get yak. I ain't gonna say like he not. I just don't think he not with Julio, in my opinion. Julio different breed. Julio 6'4", 6'5", running 4.3, 40. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta take AB and Julio.
All right. This is my last one. Is running backs. Damian Tomlinson, Adrian Peterson, and Derrick Henry.
I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of easy for me.
Yeah, it's easy. I'm a Jacksonville, Florida native, so you know, Derrick Henry's like big with us. But I gotta go Adrian Peterson because I grew up watching Adrian Peterson. I gotta start him, and I gotta bench Damian Thompson, because he was a one of a kind. And I got to cut there here. I'm sorry, but that's what it got to be. Those two amazing players, great players, and just elusive and can help out in anything, receiving, running. Like them boys helped out in a big way.
Oh, I ain't even got an answer. It's the same for me. It's the same for me.
All right, well, I'm gonna get y'all guys out of here, man. Thanks for sitting down with me, man.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Can't wait to watch y'all this season, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna come back and wrap it up. We're here live at SIAC Media Day on the Black College Sports Network.
Football fans, HBCU football is back in the ATL on August 29th with the Cricket MEAC SWAC Challenge Kickoff presented by Toyota, representing the SWAC, Alabama A&M, and representing the MEAC, Howard, Bulldogs, Bison, the Marching Maroon and White, the Showtime Marching Band, the premier FCS matchup in primetime with a kickoff trophy up for grabs. Join us pre-game for band jamborees, food, activations, and fellowship. For tickets and information, visit MEACSWACChallenge.com.
All right, we are back. We are back trying to close things out here on SIAC Media Day. I'm Sly Williams. That's Jamie Walker, and that is Jashawn. JustJahSports. Now, great day at Media Day, fellas. We got to see a lot of these teams. We got to see a lot of the players. Any takeaways? What did you take away, Jamie?
Just the enthusiasm of the middle of the pack. You can kind of assume where people are going to place, whether, they're at the bottom or they're at the top. But right there, I think you got about 7 teams that could change position and jockey for position. So I think the parity within the league is what you're seeing the most.
What about you, Jai? Any takeaways you had?
I like, just piggyback off Jamie, I like everybody's excitement. Everybody's very optimistic, I'll say that. Especially talking to these last couple of guys, and they're talking about how the change in energy between this year and last year, how their preparation is different. I think I'm really impressed with some of these guys, and I'm really excited about how the season's going to play out.
I think so too, man. I'm excited about how the season's going to play out. And Jamie, like you said, that middle of the pack is crowded. So when it comes to making those predictions on who do we think's going to win, who do we think's going to place, it's a lot of variables. It's a lot of variables. But one thing what we noticed from last year we got 3 teams into the playoffs. And now with the Gulf South no longer existing as football-wise, they don't have the automatic bid anymore. It's possible we can still get those 3 teams in and maybe even a 4th with that last game scenario.
Absolutely. And I think the middle of the pack is going to determine who wins the conference. Because at the end of the day, if they all beat up each other, hey, it's going to come down to the last week. And that's what that brain trust of taking out the Eastern and Western Division contest came down to. It's been great for the last couple of years. We'll see if that'll continue.
All right. Now, me and Jamie, now, John, I know you. Tell you how me and Jamie work. We don't want to give a prediction, not yet. We do in the media call a tease. We tease our prediction. We're going to do our prediction on the SIAC sit down, our preseason show, which will be 1 week before the start of the season. It'll be released on August 27th. August 27th, we'll release our preseason show, and we will have predictions, our predicted order of finish. Now, I don't know what about you, John. You gonna wait for your predictions, or you got a predictive order of finish right now?
Honestly, I was hoping that I would be able to see some rosters today. That was my main thing, because that determines a lot. If we're being very frank.
If you don't have it, you don't have it.
I will say, I still do believe that we'll have a new conference champion, like a team that has never won before. I still think we're going to have a completely new conference champion.
Okay, big words from you right there. We heard it here first. Well, I tell you what, man, we've had a blast here at our SIAC Media Days. We'd like to thank the hosts here at the Harriet Tubman Museum. We'd like to thank all the officers, Dr. Holloman from the SIAC, and everybody else in charge of the SIAC for everything they've done. Alexandria, Danielle, Ruben, all the guys in the SIAC offices. We'd like to thank Ja for joining us, or us joining him. I don't know how you want. we might have joined y'all today on the SIAC sit down. We want to thank Roy from Black College Sports Network for putting everything on for us. We appreciate you, Roy, from Black College Sports Network and Jericho Sports and Jericho Network. We appreciate that. Jamie, anything before we get out of here, man?
Man, I'm just looking forward to the season. I'm ready for it to start now. This is kind of the gateway for all of that to happen. I'm just ready to, hey, spot the ball, let's play.
There you go. You heard it here. I'm Sly Williams. He's Jamie Walker. That's Jashawn Hobbs. We're here on the SIAC Sit Down. We'll see you next week.
Football fans, HBCU football is back in the ATL on August 29th with the Cricket MEAC SWAC Challenge Kickoff presented by Toyota, representing the SWAC, Alabama A&M, and representing the MEAC, Howard, Bulldogs, Bison, the Marching Maroon and White, the Showtime Marching Band, the premier FCS matchup in primetime with a kickoff trophy up for grabs. Join us pre-game for band jamborees, food, activations, and fellowship. For tickets and information, visit MEACSWACChallenge.com.